Hey guys, this is Winter's MMA. Um, it's the first time you've seen my face. It's like a face reveal, and this is the UFC KO Power Tier List. So the way I'm defining this is the person has to have multiple knockouts as well as dishing out knockdowns in a lot of their fights, and I'm talking about proper knockouts, not like doctor stoppage TKOs and just TKOs and stuff. So first on the list is Jan Blachowicz, Polish power, like of course. Um I'd say S tier. He has that killer finishing ability. He has knocked out so many people with it. Um Now we have Mario Batista. Oh my god. No, D tier. He's a good fighter. He just does not have that KO power. His best finish wins are by submission. Kevin Vallejos. Um, Kevin Vallejos. We haven't seen a lot of it against higher level opponents. Sure, Josh Emmett, Giga Chikadze, they're good, but their chins have been, you know, they've taken a lot of damage. So I'll put him B tier for now. If he can knock out someone like Jean Silva, Aljamain Sterling, Yair Rodriguez, then I'll put him S tier. So Jean Silva, speak of the devil. Um, so Jean Silva, I'll put him A tier. He slimed out Charles Jourdain. He had a very good chin, and he's just capable of dishing out like nasty, nasty knockouts anywhere the fight goes. The clinch, he has elbows, um, as well as like submissions. So he's pretty crafty with his KOs, but it's undeniable. He's just slamming out people. So next is Piotr Jan, C tier. His last KO win was Jose Aldo. Chito Vera, also C tier. He does have some good knockouts, like with Cruz and Edgar, but especially Frankie Edgar. He had been knocked out a lot. His chin wasn't great. The victory against Cruz was very good. Sean O'Malley fight, he KO'd him, but he just hasn't showed that much like improvement over the past few years. He just hasn't been knocking people out. Next up, Roman Dolidze. He does have some good KOs. Flatlined Phil Hawes over here. Slept Kyle Dawkins. So that's got to count for something. No, it doesn't. C tier. Next, Deus de Guerra. Oh my god. This guy in his prime. I'm telling you, this guy in his prime was so good. Um, like, yeah, B, no, A tier. He's up there with John Silva. Michael Morales, yeah, same. A tier. I meant A tier. Um, Michael Morales is just he's slimed out Sean Brady, Gilbert Burns, but his best weapon is his size. He would not be able to get away with half the things he does if he wasn't so big. He swings wildly, he leaves his chin out in the air. So, Michael Morales, a pure knockout power. He's a freak in nature. A massive weight bully as well. Next, Cousin Gamrot. No. His last TKO win was a knee injury over Rafael Fiziev? No. Kamaru Usman. Ever since he was training with Trevor Whitman, he really developed his knockout power. Like, this guy. People forget, man. He slept Masvidal. He knocked out Colby, Burns. He does not get enough credit for that. He has very good power. I'll put him up with B. Justin Gaethje, I feel like a lot of people overrate him. He hasn't gotten KO win since 2023 with a head kick, but he does have that pure power in his hands and legs. So, you know, I'll put him in B tier. Iliaptoro Top Toro. No question, S tier. He's just been sliming out some legends of the game recently. Volk, Max, Charles, sadly, Gaethje next. So, Aljamain Sterling, yeah, D tier. He's pillow fisted. He's a very good fighter. Do not get me wrong. I like Aljo. Aljo is a very good fighter, but his last KO win or TKO win was a ground and pound finish over TJ Dillashaw. So D tier seems fair. Canelo Hans Muhammad. I mean, guys, we have to put him S tier. Come on. No, no. Drago Volkov. I mean, he is kind of pillow fisted, but at the same time, he does have some decent finishing potential. I'll put him up in oh no. Put him up in C tier. He's not bad, like Zabit, his cardio was very bad. That's what I'm gonna say. Um he didn't have much power in his hands. I don't think he finished a lot of people with his kicks. No one well known anyway. He was very athletic with his kicks though. But pure power, D. Kaya Bahalio, Um, I mean, he's dropped. I'm pretty sure he dropped RDR. He dropped Cannoneer. Almost finished them. So C seems fair. Michael Venom Page, boring ass fighter. No KO power. Just uses taunts. I used to like this guy before I actually saw any of his fights. So no, D tier. He doesn't have any KO power. Robert Whitaker, his last finish was over Ikram Aliskerov. That's not bad. It was a very good finish. Finished him with strikes. I'll put him in C tier because he has finished a lot of well-known names like Jacare Souza, Derek Brunson. Went to war with Yoel Romero. Like those shots those guys were hitting each other with would have slept anyone else. Big Ank, C tier. He doesn't have the greatest power, but he is pretty underrated in the striking. Like he has very good kicks. Hasn't finished anyone in a while, but I think he's gonna knock out Khalil Rountree. Definitely. Money Moicano. See, the only like two TKO wins he has are by ground and pound. And that's not really what I'm looking for. D tier. Tagir Ulanbekov, same deal. D tier. Benil Dariush, not bad. I'll put him C tier, you know. Jack Della Maddalena. Now his boxing is very good. He does have some very good power. He busted up Bilal Muhammad. Um yeah, I feel like if he did fight Leon Edwards, he could potentially have knocked him out. He has very crisp striking, good power. So I'll put him B tier. Ryan Hall, pillow fisted as hell. D tier. Now, Derek Lewis, S tier. Pure KO power? Yeah. He's not the most well rounded of fighters. He gets like terribly tired after 2 minutes? But he does have the most UFC KOs. It's undeniable. Here, I'll even put him the first spot. So, Dominic Cruz, his shots did some damage. It wasn't enough to knock a lot of people out. He did end up winning a lot of decisions. Phil Hawes. This guy was so well rounded, but his chin was just absolutely cooked. He could have been very, very good, but his chin just failed him. He has very good knockout power. He won the majority of the fights. Um, he lost, like he was winning up until the point he got knocked out. So very good power, A tier. Duho Choi. I was underrating this guy. I thought Daniel Santos was going to school him, but then he just folds him with a liver shot. Definitely B tier. Amir Albazi. No, power striking is not his style. Royval, C tier. He did have a bloody war with Joshua Van. He's very good at volume striking. He did bloody up Van. Rodriguez, Brazilian Obama, S tier. Yeah, I watched him knock out Bruno the Hulk live, actually. Sean Brady. No. I feel like a lot of the rare TKO he does have, it would be a ground and pound one. His submissions, I really like Sean Brady, but his submissions are just, they're the core of his game. Alexander Rakic. That's not bad. He has very good kicks. That finish against Jimmy Manuel was so cool. But pillow fisted a bit. He's been on a horrible losing streak recently. Hasn't been able to put a lot of people out. C tier seems fair. Manel Cop. Yeah. Just slimed out. Absolutely killed poor Royval over here. Down in the C tier. But no, S tier seems fair. Cop possesses ungodly power in those hands. Volk. Now, Volk isn't the type of guy to one-shot KO you, but he would volume strike and he'd piece you up. He'd leave you like looking really bloody, like the Brian Ortega fight. So B does seem fair, actually. Diego Lopez, also B. He is the definition of a marauder. Crazy jiu-jitsu, powerful strikes. He just keeps walking forward and trading with you. He knocked down Volk twice in their fights. So he deserves to be up there with Volk as well. Carlos Ulberg, he has a very dangerous left hook. I feel like I have to put him A after what he did to my boy Yuri. I was not expecting that, especially with a blown out ACL. That's very impressive. I've got to give him credit. Brando Pericic. Now, this guy is pretty underrated. He's a heavyweight, but he's not a typical heavyweight blob. He did KO Shamil Gaziev. It's not that hard to do, but I feel like not a lot of people know about him. I'll put him B. Leon Mumblemouth Edwards. I kind of have to put him C because of the Usman knockout, but he does not have any power at all. His whole game plan is just a pitter-patter 48-47 decision. Uros Medic. Uros Medic is very good. He's a chin or get chinned fighter, so A. Carlos Prates, A. No question about it. He was just, all of his UFC wins are by KO. There's not much else to say. He's a very talented striker. That's all he has, really, striking. He doesn't have any grappling. Joshua Van, power, A. He was able to put away Tyra, regardless of the stoppage. Tyra has a very good chin, so he was able to put away Tyra. Van, A tier. Very, very good, very good power. Benoit Saint-Denis. Could give him the B tier spot here. I feel like he deserves the B tier spot. He is the kind of guy to ground and pound KO you, but he does have some good power in his hands. Charles Johnson also have to put him B. He knocked out Lonnie Kavanagh and Joshua Van. Those are very, very good wins. Arnold Allen, he was able to put away Dan Hooker, but that was a very drained Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker had to cut a lot of weight to make it to 145. Outside of that, he doesn't have many knockouts. He's kind of a volume striker. He's a brawler though, so I'll put him C tier. Zhang Wei Li, A tier. When her performances aren't boring, they're just knocking people out, man. Mauricio Hufi, his power needs to be tested. I feel like Michael Chandler could test his power, but his power definitely needs to be tested because a wheel kick KO of Bobby Green is not enough. That's not enough evidence like that he's the next McGregor. So yeah, on to the next one. Quillen Salkeld. Ooh, A tier. He has proven it honestly. He only has like a fight between Rufy and Salkeld would be nice. Salkeld only has one decision in the UFC. KO'd Jubilee in 19 seconds. He has power in his hands and his feet, unlike Rufy, who mainly has it like with his kicks. Next, Corey Sandhagen. Same, he has power in his kicks, and he does not have that many KOs. The only one that comes to mind is the Marlon Moraes one. D tier, I think. Khalil Roundtree, oh my. No, his power is amazing. Yeri, A. He's just able to eat shots, unless they're from Carlos Ulberg, and just keep walking at you. And then he's gonna knock you out. He's never been to a decision in the UFC. All finishes. And he only has one submission, so that means the rest are KOs. Vinicius Oliveira. Yeah, he has some good power. I'll put him B. He's moving up to featherweight. He was a huge weight bully at bantamweight. And he was able to sleep some guys there. So the last two. Lerone Murphy. I feel like I have to put him C. He did KO. He only has 2 UFC KOs, I think. One against Marquand Amirkhani and then the other against Aaron Pico, which was good. I have to give him props for that. If he didn't have the Aaron Pico KO, I'd put him in D tier. And then final one, Jamal the Blob Hill. I'll put him in B tier. When he was good, he had some very good KOs. He did put Johnny Walker to sleep. Yeah, I mean that's not a very hard thing to do, but yeah, like so this was the UFC KO power tier list. Let me know what you want to see next. Leave a like and a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it. So I'm releasing a lot more long form content now. So please tune in if you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Winters MMA. I'm out.